Hey dolls, so I am here to do a foundation review. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic myself. Today we're going to be discussing the Makeup Forever High Definition Foundation. Now, this is not a new foundation by any means, and I'm sure you've already heard tons of reviews on it. But I've had this foundation for a while, and I stopped using it, and then a couple days ago I started using it again. The reason being is because I was using the MAC Mineralized foundation, which I love, but it's a cream and it's kind of heavy, and it's getting warmer outside and it's hot. As a matter of fact, I'm inside right now and I'm hot right now because I turned my air conditioning off so you guys could hear me. But you know, I definitely wanted something a lot lighter as opposed to a heavy cream. So this really fit the bill. Now, my personal skin, let me tell you, I have dry skin. I don't really get oily. You know, I have dry skin. I also have a lot of acne scarring, a lot of dark marks on my face. And so I definitely have to have something, regardless of what season it is, I have to have a foundation that's going to give me medium coverage at minimum. I need medium to a medium and something that's going to be a buildable coverage if it's going to be a liquid foundation. Most liquid foundations are either sheer to medium coverage with one application. Now with this, it's buildable. So when I say buildable, that means that basically you can apply one coat, and if you feel like you need to do a little more covering, you can apply another coat and be good. Now this foundation I actually wear in a shade 180, and I picked this up from Sephora. Now as far as the foundation, I love the formula. It's light, it's long lasting. I put this on and I can wear it all day, and I don't have to worry about it melting off my face. When I touch my skin right now, my skin feels, it doesn't feel like it has makeup on it. It feels nice, and it doesn't feel, you know, cakey and ugh, you know, it feels just like skin, and I like that. And it has a very natural look to it. It's not dewy. It's a really matte look. It looks like skin, and I like that. Now I apply it with my MAC 190 brush, just a regular foundation brush. If I don't have this one around, I will apply it with my MAC 187 brush, which is a dual fiber stippling brush. And you can use that as well. Now, absolutely love those two brushes for this foundation. I just find it works best for that. You can also use the Makeup Forever kabuki brush, or whatever kabuki brush. Like I said, these two are MAC and this was Makeup Forever. You don't have to use those brands. If you have a foundation brush or a stippling brush from a different brand that you love, use that. You don't need to go buy another one if the ones you have work fine. But as far as this one though, as far as the kabuki brush, I would use this in a pinch, but I don't really recommend a kabuki brush for this foundation, just because I feel like the kabuki brush tends to suck up more of the foundation than these two brushes does. And I don't know, I just feel like the application just goes on a little better and a little lighter with these. Because like I said, the whole purpose for me of using this foundation, and one of the things that I like about it, is that it's light, but it also covers. Because Makeup Forever is a really excellent brand. You'll find that their products are really pigmented. Love it. So since it's so pigmented, you don't need a ton of it. I only have one coat on right now, and all my acne scars are covered. So that's amazing. But yeah, you don't want to use something that's gonna be cakey. So this is these both are gonna give you more of a lighter application. This one will definitely give you the lightest application of them all, because basically with a stippling brush, you want to make sure that you're not like dipping it in there like that. You're not trying to jam it all up in the brush. You just want it to be on the very tips of the brush, and you're just going to swirl. Just swirl it on, and you know, just lightly. Whereas with this is going to give you, if you have acne scarring, this is going to give you a little bit more coverage. I feel it's going to apply it a little thicker, which is excellent. This, and because it's smaller, like I said, this one does apply it thicker, but because it's bigger, it applies it thicker all over. Whereas with this, it gives you more of a precision, where if you need more in certain areas, you can kind of get in there, get around crevices and everything around the nose, and it just works great. Now, as far as what I set this foundation with, and when I set all my foundations with, I only use one powder, no matter what the foundation is, and it's my holy grail powder, can't live without it, and that's the Makeup Forever high definition powder. When I say this powder is the bomb.com, it is the bomb, okay? This is the, like I said, the only foundation I use on myself. This is the only not foundation, I just broke my lips. This is the only foundation I use on myself. This is the only foundation that I use on all of my clients. I use this when I do airbrush on people. Everything. It just works flawless. This is not like your normal translucent powder like you would get from MAC or any other company. This actually it's like it goes on so well. It doesn't sit on top of the makeup, and it really helps to give you that flawless finished look. I use a fan brush. This is just a brush from Michael's, just from a craft store, and I only apply the powder to the areas where I get shine at, which would be like my nose, my T-zone area, my nose, and my my forehead here. So I just apply that here, and sometimes a little bit on my chin, and that's it. And that helps me to not have that cakey makeup look. So if you have a tendency to, after you apply your powder, to kind of have that cakey look that's not cute, you may want to invest in a fan brush, and they're really cheap. This is probably like $2 or something. Or, like I said, you can always use your regular face powder brush. This is just a Sonia Kashuk one. You know, Sonia Kashuk makes them, MAC makes them. But this works just fine as well if you have that at home. But overall, this foundation is fantastic. Now, as far as things that I don't like about this foundation, one of the things I don't like is the container. I don't like containers like this. I don't know how well you can see this, but basically there is a cylinder, like a container that's inside the plastic that's outside of the glass. I don't like that because I feel like you can't see how much foundation is left, and I really don't like that. I like to be able to look at my foundation bottle and be like, okay, I'm running low. Whereas with this, I really can't do that. As far as how long this foundation lasts, I used it before for probably about 2 months, and it still feels like there's a good amount in here. Again, I can't tell you how much because it looks full, but it's not. So definitely that's a downside to this foundation, is the packaging. But also there's a pump on it. That's nice. So you don't have to try to, you know, get it out the bottle or anything, or buy a pump for it. It already has one on there. And that's pretty much the only bad thing I can say about this foundation. It is 1.01 ounces, and this should last you a couple months. I would say this should at least last you 3 months, if not longer. It obviously depends on how much you're putting on. And I would say, like I said, be light with the foundation. Don't pour it on, you know, put a little bit on. If you need more, then up your game that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Facebook /OnyxBeauty1988. I often talk about things there that don't make it into a video, so definitely be sure to check those outlets out. And overall, I hope you guys are having fun. You take care, and stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be the How to Become a Makeup Artist series on Saturday. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.